Hey everyone, Brian from Bearable Traders here. Sunday, December 27th, and end of a holiday weekend here. Hope everyone has had a good one. And of course, raring to get back at things Monday morning when the markets open back up. So we had a short week last week, obviously truncated trading week. And this week we will have Friday will be the holiday. That'll be New Year's Day. So again, a shortened week coming up. And traditionally, this period between Christmas and New Year's and a couple days into the new year is referred to as the Santa Claus rally time. So these typically see rises in the indexes, the market's going up. So we'll see if this plays out this time around. Let's take a look at how things are looking right now. You can see here, Dow's looking like it's going to open around 120. And all the indexes basically in the red at this point in time. Let's take a look at some of the commodities. Oil's been fluctuating back and forth between red and green. I'm really surprised natural gas is down, particularly because it's been cold. You would think that cold weather would drive natural gas prices up, not the opposite direction. Gold looking very strong. Silver looking even stronger. You can see here a 3.8% increase silver, 1% in gold. So watch for strength in commodities to continue here. It'll be very, very interesting. And we are getting into a time of year where the new year where commodity prices do tend to perform a little bit better. So particularly gold and silver. So let's start out by looking at some of the indexes. The transports on a daily seem to be trading in a pretty narrow range. On a week, we're holding support. And after this pullback, and touch of almost made it to 13,000. So we're trying to hold support here. We'll see how that works out. See the 50 and the 20 are crossing over, and that's a fairly bullish sign as well. Stochastic's rolling over, so is MACD. So it's not. Transports aren't looking particularly good on a weekly basis. The Dow up 70 on the day. On the week, we were just barely up. 20 points or 0.07%. The Qs up on the day and on the week, again up 0.02%. Very very small change, but it looked like that is an all-time high for the Qs. The Qs continue to look strong. That chart just speaks continuation, move higher. The SPY up on not Friday, but the last trading day before Christmas, and of course here we finished off a little bit on the SPY. Everything kind of finished flat on Thursday, I guess it was. And the IWM, you can see here again off on the day a little bit, but on a weekly basis, breaking out to an all-time high. This is a really strong stock. Just broke out here about a couple months ago. I guess that would have been back early November. Just broke out. This is the recovery trade. This epitomizes the recovery trade. Small caps do best in an economic recovery. And that seems to be what everybody's looking for. So the TLT, let's take a look at bond prices. Always like to keep an eye on those, particularly since yields look like they're trying to break out there, but they have pulled back, and bond prices are coming up a little bit. We still are in an established downtrend, so we'll be keeping an eye on that to see if the bond prices or the bond yields jump above 1%, and that could have some implications. Here's your yields here again, looking a little toppy. If the yields get up too high, then we're definitely into some concern, but I think we've got a ways to go before that becomes a problem. And you can see here, we are still definitely in a uptrend series of higher lows. The dollar has really been in a downtrend since early November. Really just started to break down, and we do seem to be putting in a bit of a base here. It does look like it's trying to bounce. So again, something to keep an eye on. Of course, with the dollar, if the dollar weakens, of course, commodities will benefit from that. So will emerging markets. If the dollar starts to bounce, it could have the opposite effect. Okay, so let's take a quick look at some of the stocks I'm still involved in here. Swing trade, I'm really liking this DBA. Of course, if the dollar continues to weaken, all the agriculture prices are going to go up, and this is playing out nicely. Um, I got in back here in the end of October, still holding on, um, and expecting this one to go higher as long as the dollar stays fairly weak. Emerging markets, again, just sticking with this one. Again, sort of a play on the weak dollar. If it starts to break down much, I'll get out of it. GDX, I think GDX is looking like it's going to start to turn up here. You can see the moving averages are starting to turn up, specifically the 20. We're getting through the 200. And of course, 50 is going to probably come into play as being an area of resistance. And stochastics, or RSI is moving up, stochastics holding on to 50. Don't like to see it below 50, but it's looking pretty good right now. HTU, that's my Toronto stock exchange equivalent of GDX. My silver play, PAAS, they do silver and gold, and been breaking out here, looking good. I got that in there twice. And my psychedelics play, RVV on the Canadian exchange, had a nice pop here. I got in back around 30 cents, had a nice run up, got a lot of it, and I added some back in here, and we'll see where it goes from here. But I think psychedelics in 2021 are going to be the new pot stocks, and you're going to see more companies coming out with, you know, new new offerings or new business lines where they're going to be doing psychedelics. Just watch for Kodak. That'll be the big one if we see Kodak get into it. So again, let's do some quick scans here. Bitcoin is pulled back. I think it's giving an opportunity to get in. This is one way to play it. GBTC. It's pulled back. I think tonight Bitcoin is up. We can take a look at that. GDX, again, I'll be watching it at the 50. If we can get through there, I'll be adding some to it because I think we're going to get into a period where it's going to look way better. And this is a regional bank ETF. It's looking like it's going to break out again. If we get higher interest rates, this will definitely goose this trade. Ride, Lordstown Motors, I was kind of looking at that. It looked like it was trying to break out here. It did try to break out. Now we've pulled back and checked back to the pullback. So I'd be watching for a bounce and continuation move higher. MedF is another one that's psychedelics. OLMA is looking really good. This doesn't have a lot of history to it. Not a lot of volume either on last week. Really dried up, but still strong. And still has, I think, has lots of legs. Silver still looking really good. I think silver looks even better than gold, and is looking like it's going to go higher. Taco breaking out here. I might take a position in that. I'm really disappointed in myself. I didn't take a position back there when I first mentioned it. Trill was one as I was looking at here. It looks like it's been putting in a bottoming pattern. Seems to be holding sort of 1170, I would say. So maybe we'll get a bit of a pullback on Monday, get an opportunity to get in. And that's it. Let's take a quick look at the candles at a glance before we wrap things up here. So you can see here communication or technology still seems to be leading the way. Materials are looking strong too. Again, a US dollar weakness play, and XLE not looking particularly strong. It seems to be having some trouble here, and I'd be watching to see if this was a lower high. It might be heading lower. XLV, healthcare, is just trying to hold on to that moving average. Financials looking strong. They're looking like they're about to break out here. So financials and technology looking the best at this point. So that's it, everybody. I hope everyone's had a a good holiday long weekend, and ready to jump back in on Monday morning. Business as usual. We will be opening up on YouTube Live, 8:30 a.m. Pre-market show with Norm and Carlos, and then trading the market open at 9:30. And again, shortened week, Monday to Thursday. Could be a little bit more of a low volume week. The stocks could get traded, pushed around a little more, but there's always opportunities that the market presents us, and we'll be looking for them. So have a great rest of the evening, everybody, and we'll hopefully see you in the room in the morning. Bye for now.